trying to wrap my mind around song number 2 because the backstory of this record is unusually complicated. Natural Selection, Do Anything, a bouncy, up-tempo record with a thick beat to it, although at the time I thought the lyrics were a little too cheesy. At number 2 on my fantasy playlist, October 12, 1991, it also went to number 2 on Billboard's Hot 100. Elliot Erickson was the brains behind this duo, I believe. It's two guys. Elliot Erickson, he played the keyboards. He also came up with the song Do Anything. And also another fellow named Frederick Thomas who did the vocals on this song. Elliot Erickson, well, first off, it was Elliot Erickson, another guy named Steve Bryant. They recorded a song. They redid Nick Crashaw's Wouldn't It Be Good? And then Elliot Erickson started working on Do Anything in the late 80s. He originally recorded this song on a four-track recorder. It was in Minneapolis. He put it down. He got back to it in 1989, finished it. The female on this record, rapping on the record, the original version of Do Anything featured a woman named Ingrid Chavez. Ingrid Chavez was an aspiring singer back in 1986. She hooked up with Prince. She signed on his Paisley Park label. Prince was absolutely floored by Ingrid Chavez. He loved her poetry. He loved her singing. He offered. Now, this didn't go through all the way. It's a little complicated. I'm not going to go into it. But he offered to record an album featuring 21 of her poems. They will be spoken, accompanied by Prince playing. Now, like I said, this didn't go all the way through. She did put out one album off the Paisley Park label. That was Prince's label. So she gets to rap on this song that's potentially could become a real big hit by Natural Selection, Do Anything. As a matter of fact, Ingrid Chavez, her version, Do Anything with her rap on it, was a local hit on a radio station called WLOL-FM. I believe, don't quote me on it, but I believe that was in Minneapolis. And and it looked like this version was going to fly, but hang on. This is where you get into these complications. When Natural Selection got a record deal, Do Anything was re-recorded, featuring Ingrid Chavez was out. They replaced her. And the reason why they replaced her was because of her contract with Paisley Park, which was a conflict of interest with the record label that Natural Selection was on. She was replaced. Ingrid Chavez was replaced by another very talented singer, Nikki Harris. Nikki Harris sang backup on behind Madonna on a Blonde Ambition tour in 1990, Who's That Girl back in 1987, and she sang with Madonna on several of her other tours going into the early 2000s, along with another very talented backup singer named Donna DeLory, who had a couple of hit records, not big, but she had a couple of sides that I fell in love with that Hitline played in the early 90s. And Nikki Harris does a fantastic job on this record. But the bottom line is Ingrid Chavez she got screwed out of some fame because of the deal with Paisley Park. So here we go. Natural Selection, Do Anything at number 2 on my fantasy playlist, October 12, 1991.